Joe, it's great to be here again, Carl.
Yes.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too, Mark.
Congratulations.
Again.
You won the Fed out of the second Navan.
Yeah,
I think you took a first four in the club,
we did.
and you took a first four in the Fed.
Yeah.
So the young bird season started off okay for you, so it has.
Well, up to now it has, it's a first race we entered in, so we haven't tried it the second time, so
Well,
it's to be debated, like.
yeah. But is it going all right?
Yeah, we've had a fair enough season, consider,
Mhm.
the amount of pigeons that we had racing in the old birds. We hadn't really that many.
Going back to the old birds, Joe, I know that you entered the Samalo race. Now Samalo was really bad race.
Oh, real tough one.
Bad returns. You sent one bird and
Yeah.
you clapped.
I did, yeah.
Was it one of these
Oh, no.
fancy Vanderbilis or
Oh, no.
Herman Coosters or young Josephs?
No, that was the Bushard. They my own lines of Bushards.
That's going back your old
Aye.
Burchard line.
That particular pigeon was in St Malo last year, the year before, and they brought them back to Portland.
That's right after 4 or 5 days.
And there was only, I think, 10 pigeons was there in that,
Yeah,
all told, on the day,
yes.
and he was 8.
Well, there you go.
He's a good, and plus he won the Meritorious Award out of Penzance and Tulbany, and he also won Penzance himself. He's a good pigeon.
Good breeding in it too.
Oh Jesus, the best of breeding, his mother, the father of her was second out of Lambell,
Right.
and he won TT clacks and TVs at the time. He was a super racer, like.
Yeah.
But there are lanes that I have up there, and I really haven't bred much of them this last couple of years when we count to the sprint pigeons.
Yes.
But now, now I think Joseph realises you need a different pigeon for the channel. Although now he tamed we actually won Penzance there with a Van de Beely cock. He's a fair pigeon, he won that. That was a pretty tough race too. And that was the pigeon he was 21st open. And the Old Board Derby with the Old Board National.
Right.
Irish National Flying Club one. So he's a fair enough pigeon too. So I might consider crossing him in with the old Bushard lanes and just to see what
happens.
What happens, I don't know, we'll see. Time will tell.
Or you moved to say just to keep your Burchard pure and that's
Oh
it.
well, I have them pure,
Yeah.
This year I actually bred off the mother and father, and I've three full brothers and 2 sisters. And I'm training away at them, one of them was in that Navan race. They're only young birds, but any other year I usually use them for slippers because you're slipping and
Yeah.
on the Baileys and what have you underneath them.
Yes.
Where they're too slow up iron, And saying up iron, I went skippering young bird derby, but it was the velocities were way down, and that was a full sister to him.
I mean, see, anyone who clacked on the day or even got a bird back from a Samalo race,
Oh, they're absolutely cracking pigeons.
absolutely brilliant because of the number of pigeons that went away and the returns that were got.
I think there was only 12 in the Fed total, I think.
There you go.
So
There you go.
wasn't, the returns were very minimum,
And do you have plans for France next year again, Joe?
Oh, do you? I had actually this pigeon set up for France, for this particular race. And when they released them, I think everybody realised that they were going to run into difficulties with rain and thunderstorms and stuff like that on the English channel. And I don't know, they say it's 448 mile or something, or 450 mile, but they're probably flying double that the time they go around these storms. And,
Yes.
and there probably would have been more pigeons in on the day if they had been up earlier.
Mhm.
you know, plus the weather had been better, you know. But this is all, you have to just...
But you have to take the good with the bad, Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's birds, in fairness, they were all liberated together, they all fought the same conditions,
Yeah.
and maybe it's just a case that better birds came through or whatever, I don't know.
I don't, well, I suppose so, like, you know, alone saying that there's good pigeons lost too.
Oh God,
You know,
I mean,
guys who had pigeons, you know, it flew France.
see 4 times,
Yeah, and I never
people
seen
had it
them.
up on the internet.
Oh,
and,
aye.
I mean, there was a lot of
It
bad
was a
feeling about it.
real tough race, like.
But I mean, as you say, it was. You could have counted the number of birds on the first day on your 2 hands, I suppose.
Oh, you could have, certainly, yeah.
It was a really, really bad race, and so you were going to France again next year, Joe.
Oh, aye, no doubt, yeah. But it'll probably put maybe more than one this time, you know. Maybe a couple of his sisters or something, or maybe a couple of another one of the brothers try them, you know.
I suppose
They're not all, they don't all be good, like, you know, so you're hoping that you have another couple of good ones anyway.
I suppose Joe too. You have your eye on the King's Cup.
Well, this year with a yearling, he would have been a great grandson of them pigeons there, you know. It was bred away down, you know, the lines, like. But don't get me wrong, it was, I think he was twice in the top 20 in the Fed, and he was a fair wee racer, like. And Joseph to say that when he came out of Penzance, he came out of Penzance and he wasn't even tired.
Right.
And he was playing a brave few years, like. And when he let in, he was roaring mad. He says, he's going to King's Cup. So I just let him go ahead, but the King's Cup turned out another.
It turned out another
Real
really
record,
bad
like,
race.
you know, there was guys never had 20 away and never seen a pigeon.
Yeah.
We only the one, like, your chances are, you know, well, we never seen it anyway.
You only need the one, Joe.
Oh, I know you only need the one, you know, but I dare say if I had him away, he would have been home.
Yes.
He's the type of pigeon he doesn't like to stay out, no matter what. And like, he's flew the miles. I don't think he has a praise up Iron. He hasn't. I wouldn't think he would. All his praises are on the channel.
Well, I mean, I actually took a photograph of you up there with him, and I got the chance to handle the bird, and he's
a
some
super
bird.
He's
Some
a super.
bird.
He should really be going to the stock loft, like, you know,
Right.
but we'll see what happens.
It's hard to know when to stop them and
I know, well,
when to keep pushing them on.
I raced that particular lane when I lived in New Barnsley, and I raced them. I seen me, Lord of Mercy and James McGuire. He came up one day and I had 2 9-year-old cocks back in the Hood loft. And he says to me, "You're not going to race him, surely. The yearlings and the 2-year-olds will whop him." So the reason why they went back into the loft was they just wouldn't settle in the stock loft. And every time the door was open, they were out, wanted back into the Hood loft. So that particular season, I put them back on the road. And I won the first race with one on, and I won the second race with the other one. You know, they were at 9-year-old.
You can't do much better than that.
You know, so. And then they said that was it, they had enough. You know, stopped them, I had to, had no other option. Crazy.
Well, Joe, thanks very much for having me up again.
No bar.
It's always lovely to come and see us. And again, congratulations to yourself and young Joseph on the success of taking the first 4 in the club, the first 4 in the Fed, and the second Navan. And I hope to see you again and every success for the rest of the season, Carl.
Certainly.
Good to see you.
Same to yourself.